first. You've been in a few thrillers, I'm sure. But let's describe that last 2 OTs for you.
Yeah, it was a grind. Proud of how our guys competed and toughed it out. They're a tough team to keep off the boards. They're really aggressive. They spread you out offensively, and then they all crash in there. And the number one offensive rebounding team in the league for a reason. We didn't box out well enough throughout the early part of the game, but I thought we were hitting guys and competing, in the overtimes. It's a lot of, we call those scud rebounding games. A lot of long rebounds, ending up out at the 3-point line, and I love how they competed through it. Kevin and Book hit big shots, but also created double teams, which really generated offense. And proud of how some guys like Eric Gordon and Grayson attacked on the backside, and happy to get the W.
Curious, obviously, you challenged that quickly. The last play. Did you get the call right away from the coaches on the bench?
First, I didn't think it was a foul. Second, if we win the challenge, the game's over. So it's a no-brainer to me.
Even when you're watching it, the view is taking longer and longer. Are you like, what are they looking for?
Nope, trying to get it right.
Looking at just the 2 overtime periods as a whole, in each period you guys started out quick. You had a couple baskets from Durant and 3 free throws in the second OT to get you that early lead. And then obviously in the first one, Eric had the 3 baskets. What can you say just about the mindset of the team at the start of each OT period that kind of contributed to that success?
Yeah, just we welcome overtime because we feel like we're a team that should win those games. And our guys started each overtime with confidence and did enough to hold on.
Coach, defensively, again, it's a double overtime game, so the number is higher than what it normally would be. But what are you looking at now? Like, okay, this has to be better.
No, we got to get better in all facets defensively. We're competing, but we're not executing defensively at a high enough rate for my liking. But we're competing. We're a new group to each other in a new system, and we'll continue to improve.
Is it closeouts? I know you mentioned boxing out, but then there's long rebounds. Maybe speak to the closeouts. That's been something that's been maybe an issue all year so far.
Yeah, ball containment and then the tight shell, right? We want 5 guys connected. We don't want the ball handlers seeing driving lanes. But this team puts 5 out on the 3-point line, and they can all shoot and they spread you out. So, teams like this are going to be more difficult to contain the basketball and to close out to contain, and then scramble out when there's penetration. And we help as a low man, get our X outs on the backside. It's just they're very difficult to guard with the lineup they had out there the last 2 games. So again, I'm proud of how we competed.
The last thing I have was Durant. Not only did he score, but he defended not only on that last block, but on Clarkson's 3.
Yeah, that was a great play as well.
On that end.
He's one of the all-time competitors. He gets, obviously gets all the love for his scoring because he's one of the all-time greatest scorers. But, it's really a 2-way game, and he competes at a super high level with great intelligence on both sides of the ball.
What does it say about your team's mental toughness at this point in the season to get 2 victories in 3 days in this kind of road environment? Yeah,
it's a high care factor team. These guys really want it. They want to, establish something. They know that we have an elite, talented team. But we're committed to establishing a style of play, of being a harder playing team. Being an extra pass team, being an effort type of team from a standpoint of crashing the boards. We hit the boards as well. We had a lot more in the first half than the second half, but we were competing in that regard, and if we can get our defense right with how hard we're playing offensively and the shot making that we have, we've got a chance to be really good.
You see in that review of that last player, you're like, what are they looking at?
Yeah. I thought the story was ridiculous to even call that. I knew I blocked the shot, and I knew that I didn't touch him at all. But that's just how the game is, It was a quick play for her, so I'm sure that she wanted to review it and get the right call. So I'm glad they was able to call us a caucus and get it right.
Curious, just being able to pull out another one, have a couple extra sessions to get it.
Yeah.
been in this environment that you spoke to about yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, this team, they create so much havoc. They're the number one offensive rebounding team in the league. And couple that with the turnovers that we had, it's going to be a tough game regardless of who's on the court. So we give up that many offensive rebounds, we turn the ball over like that. They shoot more shots than us, we're going to be in for a game. So we got to correct that moving forward. But I think that's stuff that we can easily correct. That's like internal problems that we just inflicting on ourselves. But for the most part, we made big shots down the stretch. We were resilient. We got stops when we needed to. We also held them to what? Can I see this?
Yeah. Oh, here.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
They shot 41% from the field. They got 115 shots up, 13 more shots than us, but we still stopped them. We got stops, but we just didn't finish the rebound sometimes. And that happened in the end of the regulation and in the overtime. Great defensive plays, just didn't finish the rebound. I think that's just the next step for us, especially against young teams when they try to create extra opportunities with offensive rebounds and steals. So it's a good lesson for us, but I'm glad we got the W.
How much pride do you take in, you D to Clarkston, and you get the D on marketing on that end and saying, let me make that happen?
Yeah, just trying to make the right plays, be there for my teammates. Guarding up shows that you're a good teammate. Let's try to be that as much as I can and try to help out as much as I can with whoever coach needs me to guard, and just try to stick to the game plan.
So first overtime, second overtime, both times you guys got a 5-point lead, and thank you. you got a 5-point lead both overtimes, and they never trailed through either overtime. How important were those fast starts in terms of just weathering the storms, like on the offensive glass and turnovers and et cetera?
Yeah, I think we had good momentum on the offensive side of the ball all game, so I think we stayed with that throughout the fourth quarter and the 2 overtimes. And you've seen it was evident with the big shots that E.G. and Grayson hit. We were moving the ball all game. I'm going to say we had 36 assists. I felt we could have had 46 assists. We missed some good looks, but we moved the ball on the offensive side, and we knew we just had to correct the small things like boxing out and finishing the defensive possession. And when we did do that, we was able to get the game. And we also got a key offensive rebound as well in that second overtime. So we play hard all night, and sometimes the balls bounce a little differently, and they got a few of them. But you got to give them credit for how hard they play. They never give up. Well-coached team, and a team you got to respect.
What does it say about this group's mental toughness at this point in the season that you're able to come into a road environment like this and get 2 victories in 3 days?
Yeah, I love that we was able to come in here. It was like a mini playoff series, so both teams made adjustments, and they definitely played a stronger and harder this game, more physical on the defensive side. But I like how we came in, we prepared, had some good spurts, especially in the overtime. So it's key that we continue to build our identity, continue to keep fighting for each other, and tonight was another night.
Kevin, what was it like seeing her just bomb away there in that overtime?
We need him to bomb away as much as possible. He's a phenomenal shooter, phenomenal driver, great in playing off of guys. And so he made huge plays. That cut that he made for the layup in the overtime was huge. He's just a smart player, and we need that from him. And he's just a true pro, coming off the bench, starting whatever. He just plays the same. And grateful to have him on the team.
The irony of the game is you was talking about them getting offensive rebounds, but the one that you guys got at the end gave you the 3, let the Booker get fouled. How big was that possession?
Yeah, that was huge. It's the way the league's going now. You shoot a lot of threes, it's going to be a lot of long rebounds. So guards going to have opportunity to help on the boards. And also, come in there and get some offensive rebounds. Since it's such long rebounds, you don't have to get in the paint so much to get them. So I think E.G. might have got that when he was almost at the 3-point line when he got that rebound. So with the amount of threes being put up in these games, I think the rebounding piece is the most important thing, especially for the guards, because we're going to have to help out and chip in, and get those long rebounds that hit the 3-point line like tonight. So we got to be better at that, but I like the progress we're making.
The only other thing I had was, I know you didn't play with DeAndre and Chris Long, but you did have a few months with them. They obviously are coming back with playing them back-to-back in the next 2 games. Just maybe what your memories of playing with both of them, although I know it was a short spin with them.
Yeah. It was good to get to know those guys for a couple of months. Especially DeAndre. Obviously, I knew CP before, but getting to know DeAndre was cool. Got to know his story and how he came up and his journey, and that's always fun to know your teammates that way. So it'd be good to see them both, and we wish them well in Portland and Golden State, but not against us.